Okay, I apologize for the last video having low game volume apparently in the recording. It's like, jeez. I can't believe that. So, okay. That should be a bit better, let's hope. Anyways, let me start this by talking about some of the ways you can kind of exploit the game. Let me get rid of that. Because I need to look something up and how to do this. Well, shit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So, now that I found this, if it will work right. This is the password menu. If you know certain passwords for cards, you can actually immediately get them by typing in the password. And unlike other games that have a password option, there's no stipulation for doing this. And about the only downside the game gives you is you only get one copy of a card this way. But one card is usually all you need. Yeah. I can't get the password for Yoku. Yeah, there's some cards that you can't get a password for, since they're considered a little too powerful for that. But still, it's not a problem. Here's one. You're gonna want for this deck especially. Now, people will say, yeah, but passwords are so cheap. Ugh. True, but I believe in showing off just how abusable this game can be at times. Don't worry, though. I don't plan on relying on it too much. Honestly, Mirrorball by itself is kind of a game breaker. Okay, so unlike other games, you can't exactly have... Oops. Alright, I need to get rid of another card. Preferably one that has a high cost, because that's what the spell letters of DC stand for on the cards, is the deck cost. Skullbird I'm not going to need for this. I should still be under the cost for Taya. Yeah, she's 933, I'm at 800 and something. It's fine. Let's show off gameplay. The Rose Duelist! You dare to betray the hopes of Prince Yugi! I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget. Look, lady, I don't have anything against you. Just give me your card, and I'll just move on. Like, we don't have to make a thing out of this. Oh well. Her loss. So, this isn't like normal Yu-Gi-Oh! This takes place on a huge, sprawling battlefield. And you might notice, we both have a monster on the field. What's this about? This is our deck master. Oh, I'm sorry, deck leader, excuse me. Totally different. They basically took the deck master idea from the Noah arc from the show and made a whole system out of it for this game. And I love it so much. I always loved the deck master idea from that filler arc, and they do a pretty good job of replicating it for this. However, when you first start out, you don't actually have any abilities in your deck leader. The enemy, however, usually does. Well, okay, Taya doesn't, but you'll see this become more of a problem later. You move your deck leader across the field, one space at a time. And if you press the square button, blue squares will show up. This is where you can summon something. You start with 5 cards in your hand, and one thing that's very different about this game is that you don't actually sacrifice monsters to summon stronger ones. No, you have what's called an amount of summoning points, signified by the star up there. Each one starts with 4, each person, both you and your opponent, and you get 3 each turn. As long as you have enough points, you can summon anything from your hand, no matter how strong it is. In addition to that, magic and traps don't actually cost summoning points. You can use those for free. Keep this in mind for later. Okay, my starting hand is not particularly good, but there's another difference that this game offers, is the ability to fuse without the need of polymerization. You can just kind of fuse wherever you want in this game, as long as you have the cards in your hand for it. And we get the clown zombie. Okay. Sure, why not? Alright, Taya, let's see what you got. Okay, you're gonna stay in the back there, wanting to be cautious here. Okay, I need a certain creature for this, and I don't have him yet. However, I can play this. Everything starts face down, but if you select it, and you press the R2 or L2 buttons, you can turn it face up to use it. What does it do? Fucks over Taya, that's what it does. You see, Yami is a dark field. Zombies and dark type creatures, like spellcasters, can actually get boosted by 500 points each. However, Taya has fairy types. Guess who was weak in a dark field? Yep, you guessed it. So yeah, any monster she summons is going to be wrecked right now. And I have another one in my hand too, for when I get closer. Yeah, that seems just kind of unfair. Dimension Hole. Transfers the leader to the space where this card is activated. I'm not really a huge fan of that card, though. Okay, so... Can I... Oh, right. The blue-eyed silver zombie is a nice effect. When this card flips face up, all your monsters are transformed into zombie types. That's actually more useful than you'd think. Because, for example, I have a dragon here. He's not really bolstered by Yami since it doesn't power up dragons. Same for warriors. But what if I summon them and then flip this face up? Yeah, suddenly it turns out it's a lot better. Those two can't fuse though. I need to make room in my hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and summon this onto the field and just get rid of the other stuff. I put you in defense mode for now, just so I can buy time here. It's fine. Especially if you do that. Binding chain and a clown zombie. Ooh, 3D battle. Nifty. Look at that background. Yeah, they really wanted to make this dynamic, didn't they? I'm not impressed. Time for a magic trick. Or a circus trick. My mistake. No, the magic trick comes later. And there we go. Now you don't have to do the 3D battle. But I don't know, I can find it nifty. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, you're another zombie type. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of cards I can't really make use of. I mean, I can try to fuse some together here. It's not working. What about you? Oh! Okay. That kind of sucks, though. It's a sucky fusion. So, what I'm probably going to be doing... Oh, I can just attack? Ooh, really? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, which way are you going to be going here? Probably to the right, to try to get away from me. Let's find out. Yes, okay. Sadly, that's not going to help you much. You should have really put a monster right in there. Creature swap? Oh, I see. Oh, sneaky. Creature swap. Change the locations of all the monsters. However, it does not affect the leader. So... I wonder if I can get a powerful fusion. Okay, you're just a zombie. That's not gonna really work here. Damn. If I had time to set up Yami, I could probably have ended this right here, but I can't. However, I think you are going to be fucked either way. Now, as you probably noticed that I didn't mention, to do direct damage, you have to get close to the enemy's deck leader. Creature swap didn't exactly help you all that much. Your monsters are still not in a position to where they can do much to me. Alright, let's see how this goes. Really? You're putting it right there, huh? You're not being very smart, are ya? Yeah, why didn't you put it in front of yourself to protect you? Because, yeah, you're screwed. Well, so much for that battle. Wow, she barely got a chance to show off what she had just because I just massacred her team. Yeah, instead of getting a card as a random reward like in the other games, instead there's a slot machine that determines that in this game. The more monsters you take out during battle, the more that could show up in the slot machine. If you happen to actually get some to show up, then yeah, you actually will get that after the duel. I'm using save state, so I can kind of ensure I'm getting some special here. However, you want to try for 3 of the same monster. If I can finally get things to line up here, and the game has proven to be very difficult, making that very difficult for me. Oh, come on. There it is. Dancing Elf get. Special card, Summon Skull get. Ah, nice. You get a special powerful card if you get 3 of the same to show up. I guess I lost. Pains me to know that I lack the strength to protect my lord and love. Oh, love, huh? Not even trying to be subtle in this game. No, you're just gonna flat out admit it. Alright. Points for honesty, I guess. And after that, we would come to Taylor Tristan Gray. I know these are all named after real-life people that were in War of the Roses, but... I do not know much about that war, so I can just assume that these are supposed to be lower-ranked noble people working under Henry Tudor. That would be my guess, anyway. I'd have to actually look it up. Taya doesn't have a proper name. She's just called Taya, so I don't know what her analog is supposed to be. Not sure. I would have to assume anyone who is romantically related to Henry Tudor would probably be her, but then again, people that are as high up in the food chain as he is probably had multiple love interests, so who knows? But there is something else we need to show off. Sadly, it requires quite a few duels here, so we'll see what happens. I'll get at least one more win, and then I'm just gonna take a loss. Besides, I didn't get to show off some of those awesome cards I have. Okay, so you're fine, but I need to get rid of everything else here. Doesn't matter whether they confuse or not, I just need to get rid of them. In my hand. Of course. It doesn't matter. Plus, it would be nice if I got to show off what Taya could do more. You know, just to give an idea of what this game can be like sometimes. Well, I can go ahead and use this on her. Ukazi. Fire attack! Yeah, attacking the deck leader is not the only way I can deal damage. Far from it. Alright, so you're gonna use a power increase on one of your monsters. Thing is, the enemy is usually very overprotective, and will usually try to keep monsters close to themselves. This is a mistake, since this gives you a lot more time to prepare for getting cards into your hand that you can use to decimate them, really. That's not to say that they don't make smart decisions at times, but their overly cautious nature makes it to where you can actually strategize really well before they even get close to you. Not all enemies are this stupid, but you'd be surprised how many are in this game. Insects, I think, are awful in this game, and I usually get rid of them first chance I can get. Most decks start with at least a couple, though. Okay. Got you. So I have 2 monsters on the field to protect me just in case, but... Yeah, look at this. She's taking forever to get over here. Snaky Yoshi. Okay, yeah, this is definitely... I'll save state just in case here. This'll work. Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. This thing is a game breaker. When this card's face up in the defense position, all zombie monsters are increased 100 points at the start of each player's turn. Yes, you heard me right. If they are zombies, and this is on the field of defense mode, then they get a permanent attack boost for each turn. You see that number in the middle up there? That's how many turns you have before the battle automatically ends. At which point, whoever has the highest life points wins the match. But that's a lot of turns. 96? Holy shit. Yeah, that's easily one of the best cards in the game. Like, if you have a bunch of zombies, you don't have to worry. What makes this even better is that there's a lot of zombies you can easily get that are, that come in the Pursuit of Darkness deck that already come pretty super powerful. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that affects him as well? So yeah, within a few turns, he's pretty much unstoppable in defense mode. He's going to continue to boost your creatures. Oh yeah, not that that would matter now anyway, because I have Mirror Wall now. It's a full range trap, meaning that it activates whenever any enemy fulfills the conditions. Permanent trap that triggers when an enemy initiates an attack against your leader or other cards in the field. Reduces the attack of the enemy by half. This is before combat, by the way. So yeah, let's kind of test this, shall we? Alright. Mirror Wall time. Yeah, you have only had 1200 anyway. I would have automatically won. Okay, sure. Yeah, there's no way to stop Pumpkin now. Although, Mirror Wall activating is screwing up the monster model 3D modeling for some reason. I don't know if that's an emulator issue or what. Keep in mind this will only affect you if the enemy initiates the attack. If you try to attack them, Mirror Wall will not activate. So yeah, that's worth keeping in mind. Yeah, move you for the moment. Sadly, you cannot move them and put them back into defense mode, so that's worth noting. Still, it's not like I have to worry about Pumpkin being taken out anyway. Let's see about this. Hourglass of Courage, really? I mean, you do need a lot of summoning points to summon strong creatures, so maybe I'm just not giving her time. Oh. Oh, that took it away from her. What the fuck? Why would you have that in your deck? A card that actually hurts you. Oh, I see. Interesting. So your monsters are a lot stronger now, but you're on death's door, so that's kind of a risk and a gamble. Besides, I don't think a dozen attack is going to matter now. You're still going to be at half strength if you attack me, and that's probably going to cost you the match. I will admit, though, if I wasn't using a zombie deck, that card would probably have fucked me, making all our monsters 1,000 points stronger. Also, if I didn't have Mirror Wall, that would be scarier. Let's see what you got. Wow, I can still barely beat you. Interesting. Another Yami, huh? Wait. You might not be strong enough for this. I think it has to be a certain amount of attack power. Yeah, it has to be a certain powerful zombie for that to work. Shit. Oh well, it's fine, whatever. Sword of Dark Destruction. This one's not that useful, since it only affects warriors of certain elements. And I don't really use warriors in my deck very much. Okay, so would I need another plant or another zombie for this? I'm not sure. Another grass. I mean plant. Okay, fair enough. So she's sending one of her monsters out in front, so it's probably one of her more reasonably strong ones. A fiend type. Let's see. I mean, I have mirror walls, so I don't think I need to worry too much here. Yeah, let's just get rid of you. There we go. Put Winty Phantom, which you might recall was actually a monster in the first filler arc for the first anime. He was the one who actually tied Kaiba up when the Big Five was trying to take over. He didn't end up lasting very long though. Before he got wiped out by Mokuba. Kind of wish Mokuba had more moments being badass in the show like that, but he really wasn't in most cases. You certainly know he's capable of it. Soul of the Pure. Ooh, thank you. That means you can last longer. That means I can show off more of your stuff then. I I said no. Yeah, they're not giving me the card I really want to show off here. Winged Trumpeter. Oh, that's a nice card for fairies. Powers them all up. Neat. I'll have to remember that if I ever want to do a fairy deck in this game then. Sounds like it could be useful. I think it powers them up all by 500. Let's find out. 600! Ooh, that's nice, yeah. Fairies be damn, man. Okay, will you please fucking try to attack me? Well, I mean... They said something, I guess. Well, at least I can attack something without worrying about it. Two things. Okay. And it was actually a magic or trap card, not a monster. Hence me just going all the way over it. It was another creature swap? Oh wait, never mind. You never used it during this battle. It was the last one. Okay. Ah, Wing Egg Elf. I can't actually beat you. But you can't do anything to me, so I'm not too concerned about it. Well, guess what? Okay, so... Where is... Okay, I'm gonna have to wait till I get closer to you so I can replace you. I can only have 5 monsters on the field at once, so... I just have to hope that they don't screw me with this. Good. You can try your worst, but you're not killing him. I am pretty damn skippy you can't do that. Well, that didn't exactly plan out well, did it? Yeah, I will not take into account traps you have on the field that are permanent. They will attack even if they have no chance. Which is good if you want to just murder your opponent. but it really doesn't make the opponent look good in most cases. I think only the toughest opponents won't fall for that. Double increase. Oh my god. Zombies may not have the supreme highest attack power compared to other creatures, but their potential is massive. Yeah, if you try to summon something when you already have reached the 5 monster limit, it just vanishes into ether. Or the Shadow Realm. Oh wow. Well, that didn't exactly plan out well for you, did it? Oh, never mind. You're still technically capable of defeating me. And if you're wondering why, it's because rain temperature ignores attack bonuses that you can get. And it was buffed by the one card. But things aren't going to be that easy for other creatures, though. Nerenite Parshath. That usually has 1900 attack, which is pretty respectable. But again, Mirror Wall. Rain and temperature is about the only thing I need to really worry about. Like, at all. Here's the thing, though. You might notice, hey, it still has half attack. What's up with that? Yeah, half attack each time it attacks. Yeah, they don't get that attack back. Ever. So each time they attempt to attack me, it gets halved each time. Making it a very dangerous trap to go up against. I know an opponent can get it too, but there are cards you can use to get rid of traps. Or you can just maneuver your creatures around to where you can just get rid of it by standing on top of it. You know, one or another. Key Mace. Interesting. Shifts all cards to defense position. Sneaky. However, most of my monsters have been acted, so that actually didn't help. I mean, hell, 2 of them are always in defense anyway. And it's not like you're strong enough to really make much of a difference. So, yeah, you're kind of fucked. And you just killed your own creature. Like, literally deleted him. You know, Tay, I thought you were better than that. Treating some of your creatures like they're shit like that. Like, come on. What would Yugi think if he saw that? Probably wouldn't think very high of you. Ah, not quite enough. So we're gonna even out here. Alright. Well, you're spellbound at any rate. But I can defeat you with this, at least. Winged Egg of New Life. Basically trying to show off everything she has. You know, just to give an idea of what Tea's like here. But you need to keep in mind, if you completely surround the deck leader to where they can't summon anything, like if I were to move Clown Zombie right here, I would win the match. Because if they can't move or summon anything, then they'll just declare you the winner. If the purpose is to keep the enemy alive to take out her monsters, that's not something you want. So be careful. Oh, my monster was taken out, so... And this was Stone Ghost. So, let's see what that creature is all about. Mirror wall. Oh my god. Well, you won't be lasting much longer at this rate. Alright. Yeah, none of her enemies are close to where I am, so I am set. Oof. If I could get another zombie type, which I don't think I will, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, I want to be careful when I choose to attack here, because I don't want to end the match just yet. Why aren't you summoning anything? Shit. That might be the end of the match, actually. No. She has 50 life points left. Yeah, you're not summoning anything else for some reason. Do I really have to back off from you? Your AI won't actually do anything until I do? That seems kind of ridiculous. Huh. Can I summon one of the strongest creatures? Well, let's find out. Yes, I can. The Great Mammoth of Goldfine. It has a base attack of 2200. It's only a 6-star to boot. You only need 6 points. And it could be powered up with that violet crystal that's in my hand, too. That's usually something you want to summon as soon as possible, but the game waited to the very last minute to give it to me. You can fuse to get it too, but I believe I start with 1 in my deck, though, somewhere. There it is. Very last card, of course. Now, 2 things that you don't need to worry about. 1, you don't need to worry about running out of cards. Running out of cards does not cost you the duel in this game. It just means you're out of cards to use. And that can be a problem if you're up against a tough opponent. Otherwise, it's not a problem. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and deal with that freak. Power increase, huh? Yeah, well, I can get power increases too. Yeah, you're about to not be a problem at all. Although your defense does leave a bit of a problem here. Let's see. Cancels our power increases or decrease of enemy monster in battle. Yeah, that might be a problem. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be destroying that. It's not like it matters, though. Yeah, the defense is just too high. So yeah, I guess I'm going to be skipping this turn. Spirit of the Harp. Yeah, and meanwhile people are thinking, oh man, it's a good thing Teo wasn't this tough in the other Yu-Gi-Oh games. It would be freaking scary, man. Yeah, maybe, but I mean, I wouldn't have objected. Yeah, at this point, I don't think we need power increases to beat her monsters. Not really. So Shinigami is going to try to attack me. You know, with that piddly 300 attack. Spirit of the Harp again? Alright, so... Yeah, this has gone on long enough. I'm just gonna beat her. I want to show off her strongest monsters, but it's taken way too long to actually do that. At least I defeated more monsters than last time, so there's a lot more that can show up in the slots. Ah, oh well. So the last thing I want to show off here actually requires me doing at least 5 battles. Winning or losing doesn't matter, some just ever beat me. I don't know if actually losing first causes different dialogue to happen or not. Just go and speed through this. But I know after you beat her, you don't get dialogue either way. So you need to do a grand total of 5 duels for this new option to appear in your deck menu. One more duel should do it. Alright. So now there's been 5 total duels. You might see down there where it says something called reincarnation. Every 5 duels, this will show up. What this basically means is you need to pick a card here. Skullbird qualifies, so let's save state, and you press the L3 button. It says reincarnate the card? Sure, why not? Huh. Got a Crow Goblin. Toon World. Wall of Illusion. Yeah, you can get rid of one of your cards, and it gives you 3 other ones that are around the same level of strength as the other one. Huh. During time you watch your opponent's deck for reshuffling when this card is face up in battle. Interesting. Crow Goblin, which is a winged beast, 1850, and Toon World. Transforms the surrounding 2-space area into Toon terrain. Interesting. Okay. Now, you also have Custom Duel, which is something that's pretty neat. This essentially lets you duel against Deckmaster K, and they use every card in your deck to duel against you. What's interesting about this is that you can actually choose how many life points you want each duelist to have, or you can change how much SP people get each turn. And even, you can select from a various set of map designs that have various numbers of terrain. There's your typical ones like forest, plains, wasteland, dark, sea. But there's a couple unique ones in this game. 3, in fact. Gotta have the rule of 3. That is labyrinth terrain. Terrain which you cannot actually go through unless you are a labyrinth monster. Otherwise, you have to walk around it. Interesting. Then we have Toon terrain. Unless you're a Toon monster, like the kind of monsters Pegasus uses, then you get weakened if you're in Toon terrain. 500 less attack points. If you have a Toon monster, you're actually powered up by Toon terrain, though. But the one worthy of note is Crush terrain. If you have over 1500 attack points and you enter Crush terrain, then it will destroy you outright. No entry. You have to have less than 1500 attack points. This is interesting, yes, because your deck leader does not qualify. So, say if you want to protect your deck leader from opponents that might want to go after them, you can surround yourself with Crush terrain, and they can't do a thing to you, unless they have weak monsters. The same applies to both you and the opponent. For example, if you go to a map that has nothing but crushed terrain and you don't have any monsters that can fight, then you can screw over your opponent by taking some of their life points. Just enough to where if all the turns wear off, then you automatically win. And they are just fucked. It's pretty funny, in fact. And I know you'd be thinking, well, this is technically your deck, so couldn't they do the same thing to you? Yes, they could, but they're usually not smart enough to do that. Not unless they get the card on their first turn. So, yeah, you definitely can run into issues with that, where the enemy is just going to be too stupid to win. It's pretty neat. I like the idea of fighting your own deck just so you can defeat your own monsters and possibly get extra copies of them at the end through the slot machine. I like that idea. Especially if you use passwords to get powerful cards. You could just get extras by fighting your own deck. It's cheap, sure, but it's effective, especially if you want to have an easy time playing through it. But anyways, I'll have to let you tell me if you think that you would like me to do more videos at this point, since I've kind of shown off all the major points of the game, and at this point I'd just be showing off the story, but I don't know if you actually would care enough to keep watching this. But anyways, I'll talk to you later.